We are a wealthy country here in Australia, and in a wealthy country like ours, everyone should be able to afford the basics. But what we've heard as we've been campaigning around the country is that people tell us they are having to skip meals to pay the rent because landlords keep increasing the rent by hundreds of dollars. They are telling us it is getting harder to pay the mortgage. People are telling us that they are skipping going to the doctor because they can't find a doctor that can bulk bill and they can't afford it. People don't go to the dentist because they can't afford that either. And people are telling us that when they go to the supermarkets now, they're putting back food because the price of cheese has gone up by 20% and other groceries have gone up double digits amounts as well. And when you consider that there is now whole generations in this country who are saying to us, look, we do all the right things. You work hard, you study hard, and then you find you end up with a huge debt, and then you go and try and find a place to rent, and it's impossible to find an affordable place to rent. And buying a place sometimes seems out of reach as well. And you do everything that is being asked of you, and it is just very hard to get ahead or even to make ends meet. And meanwhile, while all of that is happening, people struggle to find a dentist or a doctor, we have a situation in this country where 1 in 3 big corporations in this country pays no tax, $0 tax, right? So if you pay tax, if you get tax taken out of your wage, then in any given year, you've probably paid more tax than many multinational corporations. ExxonMobil, people have heard of the corporation ExxonMobil. In 1 year, they brought in $15 billion of revenue and paid $0 tax on it. We think in the Greens that when a nurse pays more tax than a multinational, something is deeply wrong. And that in this wealthy country of ours, if we can ask those big corporations that are making massive profits and those billionaires in this country doubled their wealth over the last 6 years. Did you know that? Did you double your wealth during COVID over the last 6 years, over the last 5, 6 years? They doubled their wealth by putting up the prices that all of you have to pay. Like the supermarkets put up the prices that you all have to pay. Like the power companies that put up the prices of everything that you have to pay. The big corporations and billionaires are making out like bandits while everyone else is doing it tough. And so we are saying very, very simply at this election, if we make those big corporations start to pay their fair share of tax, and we make those billionaires start to share their wealth, then everyone in this country can afford what they need to have a good life. Everyone can be able to get an education without having to go into huge debt. Everyone can be able to see a doctor or a dentist when they need it. Everyone should be able to send their children to childcare, just like they send their children to primary school, and not have to worry about the cost. These are the kind of things that other countries do, and these are the kind of things that we can do here in Australia as well. And you know why we're the only ones saying it in the Greens? Because we're the only ones who don't take donations from those big corporations that are causing this crisis. So, because we're the only ones not taking money from the corporations that are causing the problems, we're the only ones that can get in there and fix it. And the really good news is, and this is why this launch here today is so important. The really good news is that across the country is that there is a massive mood for change. A massive mood for change. And it used to be, if you go back about 30 years, 30 or 40 years, it used to be that about 98% of people just voted for one of the two parties. Now we have a situation in this country where less than a third of the country votes for the government, a bit more than a third votes for the opposition, and about a third votes for someone else, including the Greens. And that number is growing. And just today, again, the experts came out and said, we are heading towards a minority parliament, which means Labor won't have enough numbers to win, the Liberals won't have enough numbers to win, and they're going to have to come and talk to us, who are sitting on the crossbench. And that's an incredible opportunity for us to keep Peter Dutton out, because we have seen his racist politics and we don't want those racist Trump-style politics coming to Australia. And then say to Labor, You need to act, because what the country is telling you and what the country is realising is that with the cost of housing continuing to go up and their policy launches over the weekend, the experts have called it a dumpster fire of bad ideas. And the experts came out and said if Labor and Liberal have their way on housing, house prices are going to go up between 8 and 15%, even more. Like, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought it's possible to make the housing crisis worse? But that's what Labor and Liberal have just promised, according to the experts. People are saying, well, we have seen everything go up and up and up. We have seen you let these big corporations get away with fleecing us. We know that we can't keep voting for the same two parties and expecting a different result.